Hello everyone, this is Deep, your favorite tour and trek guide from India, and today's video we are gonna check out the honeycomb legendary ancient monastery of Janskar, Phuktal Gompa. Phuktal Gompa can be considered as a jewel of Janskar Valley. After all, its existence has been known beyond 2500 years. It is said even legendary scholars, researchers like the famous Buddhist guru Padmasambhava also came in these caves and meditated over here. It is perfectly placed inside a cave, and the modern Phuktal monastery was only built in 15th century, but its legacy goes on beyond the centuries that we know of. So going there is always on foot. There is no road yet, and there are two trails to go to Phuktal monastery if you're doing trekking. One is from Cha village. We didn't take this trail because it is said it is a little narrow, so for my travelers it would have become a little difficult. So we took the trail, more famous one and easier one, that you can go from Purne village in Janskar. So let's check out the video where I address everything you need to know about Phuktal Gompa. A early morning start is highly recommended if you want to visit Phuktal Gompa, because the hiking starts from a base village called Purne. To reach Purne, it's almost like 1.5 hours drive from Kurgiak and 2 hours drive from Padum if you're coming there. Once you reach Purne, you can drive another 2.5 kilometers towards the monastery. This is the starting point of the trail to Phuktal monastery. Keeping Sarup river on your left, we trekkers started walking towards Phuktal monastery through the valleys of the big red mountains that me or my travelers had never seen such colors before while hiking here. The trek starts with a steep descent towards the Sarup river, by which the narrow trail leads us to the Phuktal monastery. The amazing landscape that we find while walking to Phuktal can only be seen in the high altitude Trans-Himalayan valleys of Janskar or Ladakh. Due to heavy wind erosion, the mountain structures really change themselves into something that is very eye-catching and looks like structures from moon. Among the group of adventurers that came with me, there was also a 2-year boy, Sohansh. He came with his father to see the wild and remote lands of Janskar, and even the trek to Phuktal was not something that would keep him afraid of not doing it. On the shoulders of his father, he also step by step made it towards the monastery. As you move closer to the monastery, the Sarup river flows more closer with you. Steep descent and the fast flowing river definitely adds up for the adventure that this trail to Phuktal is all about. The total trek from Purne to Phuktal is almost 6 kilometers in each side. For average pacer or traveler, it should take almost like 7 to 8 hours of a whole day to completely do this trek. Which is why we recommend travelers to start early from Purne for the trek, so you have ample time to enjoy the view of the journey. After walking almost 3 kilometers from Purne, the middle of the trek is the bridge by which you cross the Sarup river from the right hand side to the left hand side. And on this left bank only, another 1 hour, and that will take you to the entry gate of Phuktal monastery. It is incredible to think that how this monastery has existed for 2000 and more years, and still now all the livelihood is so dependent on hard-working human beings and animals who carry all the essential things needed to survive in this cave monastery of Phuktal. It only takes 1 hour from the entry gate of the monastery to reach the main monastery inside the cave. Looking at the small structures from far, you will find why is it called a monastery inside a beehive. The beauty of this monastery is that it is so ancient that even legendary gurus like Padmasambhava and Greek travelers were also known to have researched and lived for some days over here in Phuktal Gompa. Interacting with the monks is one of the best things that you can do in the monastery, and even though you're not permitted to take a lot of pictures, but still the experience is so fulfilling. I too didn't take a lot of videos inside the monastery, but instead heard the stories these monks had to tell who live themselves here. If you wish to stay in Phuktal Monastery, there is only one guest house that caters to you. Otherwise, generally, travelers come and have their lunch over here before heading back to Purne. The stay option is very basic over here. It's basically a cafe which has some rooms to accommodate pilgrims and guests. The pricing and everything is written down below in the description box for you to check. We only had our lunch here before heading back to Purne.
कैसा लग रहा है फुक्तल?
It is evident with the rich history and heritage of the monastery, with the thrilling adventure that comes trekking to it, and the breathtaking landscape of Janskar while on the way to Phuktal. All this thing makes Phuktal Monastery one place definitely not to be missed when you are in Janskar Valley.
Hey, I hope you really enjoyed this episode. Do like, share, subscribe, and let me know which is the next destination you might want to see in the videos.